Gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Stauber.
The gentleman from Minnesota is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of H.R. 26. This bipartisan Protecting America Energy Production Act will pass the House. Just 20 years ago, we were afraid we were nearing the end of U.S. oil and gas production. Then came hydraulic fracturing and the beginning of the shale revolution. Hydraulic fracturing brought energy security to Americans and made the United States an energy exporter for the first time just a few years ago. With hydraulic fracturing, we are increasing our economic and our national security, while also increasing the economic and national security of our closest allies. For every barrel of oil that we export, we're displacing a dirtier barrel of oil produced by our adversarial nations. And thanks to hydraulic fracturing, our energy supply continues to get cleaner. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle will likely argue today that this bill is a solution in search of a problem. They'll ask, why are we doing this if the Trump administration doesn't plan on banning fracking? Frankly, Madam Speaker, this bill isn't about this administration. It's an insurance policy to protect against the future anti-oil and anti-gas and anti-American energy administrations. We are coming off the tail end of the most anti-oil and gas and anti-traditional energy administration in this nation's history. And I'm afraid that this was just a preview of what could happen down the line. And that is why we are acting today. We're voting to protect Americans' access to reliable, affordable, and clean American energy, no matter which president is in the White House. We need to unlock our energy awesomeness. We need to continue our progress on energy. You know, Madam Speaker, just a few minutes ago, my colleague across the aisle talked about clean and affordable, reliable energy. I want to remind my colleagues, I live in northern Minnesota. Last week it was 40 below. And we just had to turn on the heat, natural gas. I didn't have to worry about my 6 children, the youngest being 3, to be frozen to death, to freeze our pipes. I didn't have to worry about my mother, who's 90 years old, and my father, who's 91, freezing in 40 below. Turn up the heat. Clean, affordable, reliable energy. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I have no idea why they wouldn't support this bipartisan legislation. American energy, American technology, and American workers. I support this legislation. I yield back.